I ate prebiotic fiber for 30 days, and my metabolism changed. The information shared in this video is purely for educational purposes and should never replace professional medical advice. Please make sure to stick around until the very end. I've got an exclusive free gift for you that will take your results to the next level. Now, let's dive in. I lost 6 pounds in 30 days, eating more food, not less. My energy came back. My mood stabilized. My sleep improved. And it all happened because I added one specific type of fiber to every single meal. Here's exactly what happened and what the science says went on inside my body. 30 days ago, Sarah was standing in her kitchen at 6 in the morning, exhausted, bloated, and honestly just done with trying. She had gained 15 pounds in 2 years, doing nothing differently, and her doctor kept saying her labs were fine. They were not fine. She was not fine. And then one tiny dietary change turned everything around. Stay with me because at minute 4, I'm going to tell you the #1 prebiotic food that changed everything for Sarah, and you probably already have it in your kitchen. What Sarah did was not a diet. It was not a supplement. It was not some expensive program that promises a flat stomach in 5 days. She ate specific foods that most of us already have access to, and tracked what happened to her body, her energy, her mood, and yes, her weight over 30 days. And the science behind why this works is absolutely mind-blowing. But first, we need to talk about something that almost nobody is telling women over 40. And it has everything to do with the trillion little creatures living in your gut right now. Here's the thing about your gut microbiome. You have roughly 38 trillion bacteria living in your digestive system. That's not a typo. 38 trillion. And these bacteria don't just help you digest food. They literally run your metabolism, communicate with your brain, regulate your hormones, and control whether your body stores fat or burns it. Now here's where it gets really interesting for women specifically. Research published in 2024 showed that the gut microbiome of women goes through a significant shift starting in the late 30s and accelerating through perimenopause and menopause. The diversity of gut bacteria drops. The beneficial strains that help process estrogen, regulate blood sugar, and produce mood-stabilizing chemicals start to decline. And when that happens, metabolism slows down, weight gain becomes easier, mood gets unpredictable, and energy tanks. Sound familiar? This is not a willpower problem. This is a biology problem. And understanding that completely changed how Sarah approached her body. And before we tell you what Sarah ate, you need to understand what prebiotic fiber actually does inside your gut, because this is where the magic starts. Keep watching. So what is prebiotic fiber, and why did Sarah focus on this specifically? Think of your gut bacteria like a garden. Probiotics are like planting new seeds, adding new bacteria. But prebiotics are the fertilizer. They're specific types of fiber that your body cannot digest, but your good gut bacteria absolutely love to eat. When those bacteria feast on prebiotic fiber, they produce something called short-chain fatty acids. And this is where the magic starts. The most important of these short-chain fatty acids is something called butyrate. Butyrate is basically fuel for the cells lining your intestines, and it does something remarkable. A 2025 study from researchers studying gut metabolism in women over 40 found that higher butyrate production was directly linked to improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and significantly better fat oxidation, which just means your body gets better at burning fat for energy instead of storing it. But butyrate doesn't stop there. It also crosses into your bloodstream and affects your brain. It literally tells your body to produce more of a hormone called GLP-1. Now you might have heard of GLP-1 because it's the same pathway that those expensive weight loss injections target. Your body can stimulate this naturally through food. GLP-1 tells your brain you're full. It slows how quickly your stomach empties. It reduces cravings, and it helps regulate blood sugar after meals. All of this happening because of what you ate for breakfast. Now here's your check-in. If this is connecting with you, if you're a woman over 40 who has been confused about why your body suddenly feels like a stranger, hit that subscribe button right now, because we cover this kind of real, research-backed content every single week. And drop a comment below saying Metabolism because we read every single one and want to hear if this resonates. So let me tell you what Sarah actually ate and what happened week by week. Week 1. She started adding prebiotic fiber to every single meal, not in massive amounts, because honestly, if you go too hard too fast, your gut is going to rebel and you will be bloated and miserable. She started slow. Every morning, Sarah had oats with a sliced green banana. Green bananas, not yellow, green, are loaded with resistant starch, which is one of the most powerful prebiotic fibers we know of. She added raw garlic to her dinner. Even just one small clove blended into a sauce or dressing counts. She ate asparagus 3 times that week. And she started putting beans in everything. By day 7, Sarah noticed something she wasn't expecting. She was sleeping better. Not a little better. Significantly better. And here's the science behind that. When your gut bacteria are well fed with prebiotic fiber, they produce more serotonin precursors. About 90% of your body's serotonin is actually made in your gut, not your brain. Better gut bacteria balance means more serotonin, which means better sleep, better mood, and lower cortisol. Lower cortisol is enormous for women over 40 because elevated cortisol is one of the primary drivers of that stubborn belly fat that refuses to move no matter what you do. Now here's where things got crazy. Week 2 is when Sarah noticed the energy shift. But stay with me because week 3 is when her clothes started fitting differently, and we'll tell you exactly why that happened. Week 2. Sarah added chicory root, which is the single highest concentration prebiotic food available. She used a chicory root coffee alternative in the mornings, and she started eating raw onions in her salads. Raw is key here, by the way, because cooking breaks down some of the prebiotic compounds. By day 14, Sarah noticed her afternoon energy crashes were almost gone. She wasn't reaching for sugar at 3 in the afternoon anymore. Her hunger felt more manageable, more predictable. And that's the GLP-1 effect kicking in. Her body was getting better signals from her gut about when she was actually hungry versus just having a blood sugar dip. Here's what's mind-blowing. A 2025 study showed that women who added just 16 grams of prebiotic fiber daily experienced greater trunk fat reduction and decreased hunger compared to women who didn't. The prebiotic group also showed beneficial changes in their gut bacteria and metabolism pathways. This was happening inside Sarah's body in real time. Week 3 is when things got really interesting. Sarah's clothes were fitting differently. Not dramatically, but noticeably. And her mood was more stable than it had been in years. A 2024 study on the gut-brain axis in perimenopausal women found that increased prebiotic fiber intake was associated with reduced anxiety scores and improved emotional regulation within just 3 weeks. The researchers linked this specifically to shifts in the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains in the gut, which are the bacteria most responsible for producing the neurotransmitters that regulate mood. Sarah's bacterial profile was literally shifting. She was growing a different internal garden, and her brain was feeling it. This is the gut-brain connection working in real time. But wait until you hear what happened in week 4, because this is where we want to be completely honest with you about the results. Keep watching. Week 4. This is where we want to be really honest with you, because this is not a miracle story with a perfect bow. Sarah did not lose 20 pounds. She lost 6 pounds. But here's what you really need to hear. 6 pounds in 30 days while eating more food, not less. While feeling full and satisfied. While her mood improved, her sleep improved, and her energy came back. That's not just weight loss. That's metabolic recovery. And according to research published in 2025, examining fiber intake and weight management in women between the ages of 40 and 60, the weight loss associated with increased prebiotic fiber consumption tends to continue and actually accelerate after the first 30 days as the microbiome changes become more established. The first month is just the beginning. Sarah's digestion improved. Her bloating disappeared. Her skin looked better. Her brain felt sharper. These are the things nobody talks about when they're chasing a number on a scale. So what do we want you to take away from all of this? Your metabolism is not broken. It's just hungry for the right information, Because that's literally what food is. It's information for your body. And after 40, your gut bacteria need specific information that most of us have stopped giving them. Here's your action step for today. Start with one prebiotic food. Just one. And here's the number one food we promised you earlier. Green bananas. They're cheap, they're available everywhere, and they're loaded with resistant starch. Slice one into your oatmeal tomorrow morning. That's it. That's your starting point. Or add raw garlic to your dinner tonight. Or throw asparagus on your plate. Or add beans to your lunch. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. You just have to start, because your gut bacteria will respond within days. The science is clear on this. And your metabolism, your mood, your energy, they're all waiting on the other side of that first step. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. You have 38 trillion little allies inside you right now, ready to go to work the moment you feed them properly. Give them what they need and watch what happens. If you're loving this content, hit like and subscribe for weekly health and fitness breakthroughs. Check the description to grab your free keto ebook and watch your next must-watch video, or just click it here on your screen. This will kickstart your health journey today and skyrocket your chances and your results. Don't miss out. Your support means a lot. Thank you for watching.